Hey y'all, oh my gosh, I finished class today. I started at 10, so today's Monday, the first day of class, August 28th. Yeah, so like I started at 10. Well, yeah, I started at 10. I was on time, because this is college. We gotta be different, we gotta be better, right? So we started at 10, and then it was chemistry. I had chemistry class. The class was kind of lit. Like, I feel like I'm gonna like him, I feel like he gonna get it together, so it was that. And then like when we entered the class, I made sure I sat all the way to the front level you could see me, because you gotta see me. But let's stop. So but it was cool. I sat in the front. I met a couple of people who I used to be in a summer program with and stuff like that, so it was pretty cool. And then the teacher was the professor, or doctor professor, I don't know, it was pretty cool. He was kind of giving us introduction to what's gonna be interacting. Then we did a couple of questions, and then we did blah 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 and stuff like that. Then time was up, then we ran out. Oh, okay, maybe this college stuff is not so bad for the first class. Maybe I'm gonna give it some, I was feeling the outfit for a minute. I was feeling it. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the class, because he was making it. Let me take my hair down, y'all. Let me go ahead and take the stuff down as I'm doing this, because what I'm about to tell y'all is traumatizing. Oh god. Okay, so I finished class around oh, not the hair chain. Okay, I finished class around I'm gonna say around 10:49 ish. So that leaves me 10 minutes to get to the other class, because it had started at 11 and 11. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm putting my AirPods in. I was like, you know what? This class was a good 8 out of 10. I liked it, the interaction we had, and even though I didn't talk to nobody, but it was cool, So we went to math class. I'm like, okay, this is math, Then boom, it was filled with people, so we had to find spots to sit down, because I think it's 100 or plus in the class, So 100 plus in the class and stuff like that. So mind you, I was sitting down, and then the professor wasn't there. It was just student. Mind you, I'm not, I'm cool. Teach you. Matter of fact, I'd rather student teaching me rather than professor. So I was like, okay, this is lit. This is it. And then he started talking. And then he was talking about the syllabus. He was like, I'm not the professor. I'm not the instructor. I forgot the word he used, but he used the word, I think, either professor or instructor. And when he had used those words, I'm like, he's not it. Okay, what just happened? And then he said, the professor is stuck in UK because of visa problems, so he's gonna be around either next week or sometime from now. We're gonna be meeting through Zoom. I'm like, ooh, Zoom meeting, blah 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 blah. This is it. I'm feeling it. And then he's reading the syllabus. Well, not reading the syllabus. He just kind of went over, he would put a slide on it. He said, oh, this is a red was on the slide. Then he asked, do you have any question? And then nobody would say anything. Oh, one person would raise their hand, and then the question goes along. And then about, I'm going to say 20 minutes into doing so, he said, he moved on to the last slide, which is the important dates we had to memorize. And then he went, da 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 da. Take a picture of this, mark it in your calendars, because those are so important. Da, 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 da. And he said, any question? Okay, nobody had any. Well, someone had a question about, did we have midterms? Then we find out, no, we do not have midterms for math, right? So I'm like, ooh, keep coming. Telling me this college stuff is made for me. I'm feeling it a little bit. Then he said, let's move on to functions. Sir, hello, hi. What happened to us reading syllabus 5 seconds ago? What happened to you asking us if we have questions? I'm like, okay, let me settle down, because it's function, I did that in high school, style, I remember 1 or 2 things when I wasn't sleeping in class, so that happens. And then he said functions. Then he went on the board, he's writing, he said lines. I'm like, ooh, okay, I'm still in. And then he drew the line. He said, which lines or which what is it? I forgot the term she used, but something going along the lines of lines. That makes sense. I don't know, but something like that. He said, "Oh, so vertical, I don't know which one was. He said was not a function, but I got it in my notes. But I think it's vertical is not a function. A circle is not a function, but a semicircle is a function. Da da da. Literally, that's the last thing he said. Then he moved on to the next subject. He started putting power functions. Oh my God, child. He started writing things on that board. He was explaining. I'm like, he's not speaking English anymore. Like, stop it. Like, speak French. He wasn't speaking French. I'm like, are you speaking Spanish? He wasn't speaking Spanish. You know, he was speaking mad, and that's not my language. You know, and then I'm getting somewhere. I'm understanding, and then he took the eraser board. He was writing with chalk, y'all. So he took the eraser board. He started erasing the thing. What was the board white? And then he's writing over the white spot. Like, I couldn't see anything. And I was sitting like to the far right, but in the middle at the same time to the back. I don't know if that makes sense, but let's go with it because. But let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. You know, so for the first day, you know, I'm gonna give it. Ooh, yeah. See, don't do that. Don't look at. Don't look over there. For the first day, I'm gonna give it a good. I'm gonna give it a good. Let me put that down because. So we had some technical difficulties. I'm gonna get better. You don't ever stop, but yeah, I'm gonna give today a good 8.59 ish because it's the first day, obviously, and then class was at 10. You know, I had time to kind of prepare myself, even though I didn't want to get up, because I set up my This is what I did, y'all. I set up my calendar. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get up at 6 a.m. I'm gonna go to the gym work. 6 a.m. comes around, 5:45 came around, and I'm like, no, 6 o'clock sounds better. So 6 a.m. it came around. Then my mother said, I don't have your shoes. I didn't pack your shoes. So I can't go to the gym unless I'm in the weight room. Because when I'm in the weight room, I usually have my socks on. I don't have any other things. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I give up. My roommate was getting up. She was like, wake me up at 7. I'm like, gosh, girl. My alarm went off. I was still sleeping, you know? And all these things were happening. And then I got a call. I don't know if I pick up the call, but I think I did, you know? And all these things happened. But it was pretty cool. I'm a college student now. I'm pretty happy. You know, all my friends, let's not look at the nails because we're not doing all of that. Like, while you're looking at the nails, don't do that now. Like, settle down. One thing at a time, you know? But y'all, I'm really glad. Oh my God. I'm really glad I'm here, you know? I'm actually... And people was pretty nice. You know, I was communicating with 5 people to talk about, oh my God, this was traumatizing. They agreed with me. So that's how I know I'm not being extra. Okay, but anyway, I'm out. Because I got lunch to go eat. And I got this outfit to go change. I don't know if I can show you the outfit, though. Let me see.
Now you storming out my house in the middle of the night. I'm trying to